Good morning. It's early morning here in Germany, and as you know, I get up very early every morning and study and read. And this morning I was reading in the Bible the prophet of Jeremiah. It's a very important prophet in the old Israel, and he was living around 700 years before Christ. So quite a long time ago. And I was reading about his calling to become a prophet. It's right in the beginning of the chapter. And it says there that Jeremiah said after he felt that God is calling him, "Oh, I'm too young." And he had more excuses why he shouldn't be the person who is a prophet. And I thought, there is a lesson to learn because it is so typical. You probably had the experience that you had some ideas, maybe ideas for having a house, an idea to start your own company, having a change of your profession, of your job, or start something completely new. And every time when you have this kind of wonderful, great idea, where you really feel enthusiastic about it, the same moment or a moment after, you also have a voice inside your head somewhere which is trying to talk you out of it. And this is what happens with, I think, nearly everyone. And it is so sad because we have a saying here in Germany that the graveyard, the biggest graveyard in the world, is the one where all the dreams are being buried. The dreams and visions which have never been realized and manifested by people. So, and this is sad because so many people, you and me, we all had great ideas. And in most cases, we have not pursued that. And these ideas died. The vision died. The dreams died. Maybe because we talked ourselves out of it, or we let other people talk us out of it, which is really sad. So that's why if you do have an idea, which is, taking you further, which is making you expanding, growing, advancing in life, do not share it with people. Because usually people who don't have that dream, who wish they had the same dream, or they know they're supposed to be in a different place but they have given up, they try to talk you out of it for different reasons. The main reason why people try to talk you out of everything what you want to change is if they are successful to talk you out of it, it proves to them that they were right. And if you do pursue your dream and your idea, then it shows them they could have done the same thing, and then they feel bad. So if you do have an idea, if you feel a calling to something, go for it and do not share it with others. Do not allow to let anyone talk you out of it, and do not allow your subconscious mind, your limiting beliefs and limiting paradigms to talk you out of it. And your limiting beliefs, your paradigms, the limiting paradigms, they are very, very powerful. That's why I always say, if you have an idea, if you have a dream, if you have something what comes to your mind when you wake up early in the morning, write it down, anchor it in the calendar, and start some activities right now or as soon as possible. Because if you anchor this, then it is much more likely that you're actually going to start something. And then you move forward, realizing everything. It is so easy to have a great idea and then allow all our limiting beliefs that it's not the right idea for us. It's not for us. You think it is not for you. You're wrong. You might think, well, it is great if I had the time, if I had the right age. Jeremiah was saying, "Oh, I'm too young." Other people might think, "Well, I'm too old." I'm 62 now. I'm not too old for anything. Well, I'm too old for learning piano because my hands are not so quick anymore. But mainly, you're not too old or too young for anything. you might think, I'm not educated enough. I don't have the right education. I never went to university. It doesn't matter. I know very successful business people, for example, they have never been to university. They hardly managed to have the basic schooling. And yet they become very successful. And I know professors who have failed miserably. So it's not depending on education. Then you might think there are other things you don't have. Maybe you are a mom, a single mom with kids, and you have no idea how to manage that. Well, I know single moms, they have become very successful business ladies. There is always a way. Do not let circumstances or your own thoughts or limiting beliefs talk you out of what you really desire. You know, your purpose in life is to create. Your purpose in life is that you help others, that you expand, that you grow. Look at the environment. Look at the nature. Everything grows. Everything brings forth fruits and multiplies and is growing. Every organism, every single cell is growing as long as this organism is alive. So I like to encourage you, if you have a dream, if you have an inspiration, if you have an intuition, go for it. Usually, and in nearly all cases, the idea you have first, this inspiring idea which makes positive emotions and positive feelings and makes you feel growing, expanding, that is always the right idea. The logic and the reasonable thoughts which kick in right afterwards, coming from limiting beliefs, coming from paradigms, and try to talk you out of it. This is not from your purpose. This is not from God. God wants you to grow. When He created you to be like Him, and He is a creator. So therefore, you also are a creative being. Create your own environment. Create your own economy. Create whatever you want. You have the power inside you. Jeremiah became a great prophet. He was a long-enduring prophet. He didn't have all the time fun. He had some sufferings to survive, and he did. And yet, we read about him today, and he was helping many, many, many people in those days. You have the same kind of purpose. You should go into the world, create something great, something big. I want you to be encouraged. I like you to pursue your dream. If you think ever about why you're living here on this earth, why you are here, that's the reason. To create something that you can help other people to be creative, that you can help other people to improve their lives. It can be through business, it can be through money, it can be by helping somebody, whatever it is. If you want to enter a relationship, don't think that you are too old, too young, or too ugly, or whatever. It's not true. You want to start a business, you want to do whatever it is, go for it. If you have this burning desire inside, go for it. Go for it. I wish you success. I wish you that you never ever give up. Pursue your dream and have a lot of blessings and be a blessing to others.